Carmelita.
Yes.
Big year last year. Big, massive year. Tell me how you come down from that. What do you do to relax, chill?
I did a lot of shopping. I went on a couple of vacations.
Tell me about some more things that you bought, where you went.
I bought a lot of clothes and bags. I went to Hawaii. Hawaii was great. I went to Atlanta. I just enjoyed myself. I just had to come down a little bit, hung out with my friends and family. Did a lot of family things because I'm all about family. I love my family. So I had a great time decompressing.
Of course. And then how do you get yourself back up again? Obviously, you got the Christmas period and that, but how do you get back up for another season, another...
It's always difficult. You get 8 weeks off, and then it takes you 3 weeks to really want to be there. So after 3 weeks of training, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back at training. So, now it's a new year. We have Moscow this year. So every year is different. Every year is a new year. And after you kind of get the jitters out of going back to practice and really wanting to be there, my mind gets settled into what needs to be done.
Tell me what constitutes a perfect 2013 for Carmelita Jeter.
I don't know if a perfect year is possible, but if I could have a perfect year, I just want to be healthy. That's the number one thing. If you're not healthy, it's not going to be perfect. So I would definitely pray for health.
Tell me, is there going to be any big change in terms of the people on that finish and start line, the 100-meter final in Moscow? Is there going to be any different names, or is it going to be much of a muchness?
You never really know. Every year is different. You don't know if a woman feels the need to, have a baby this year, or get married, or change some things up, so you never know exactly what the field's going to be, and you can't expect for it to be the same because every year is different. Like I said, someone could have bad health, someone could have great health, so you never really know who's going to be on that line.
Indoors, what do you hope to get from your indoor season? I know there isn't really a major goal at the end of it, but what is it, just going to sharpen you up for the outdoors?
Well, it's a goal in there, and the goal is to break up training a little bit. When you can train for so long, you'll get a little burnt out, or just a little frustrated because all you're doing is training. So I definitely want to break up training a little bit, and I want to come out and work on some things, and focus on Moscow, and get some things together so when I go outdoors, I'll have a jump on some things I need to do.
Is this like the last big year of a 3-year cycle? Because of for Brits, they've got the Commonwealth Games next year. There's no rest. A lot of Americans take the sabbatical year, maybe don't go as hard. Is that the case for you or not?
Well, this year is a big year because we still have Worlds.
Yeah.
So 2014, it's more of an off a little bit, but we have indoors.
Right, okay.
But outdoor season doesn't have a championship. So I believe next year will probably be a more subtle year for Americans.
How long you got left in this game?
You know what? I've said when I don't want to compete anymore is when I'll give this game up. I love to compete, so that's my heart. That's what drives me. And when I get to the point where I don't want to do that, then it's time for me to shut it off and go home.
Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Hard work, dedication. Hard work. Dedication. Hard